I'll begin with a concise and highly incisive story I adapted from ancient folklore collections that are loosely entitled Sufi tales. Sufi tales are sometimes referred to as Sufi wisdom tales. They are typically brief, light-hearted stories based on the idea most have heard before, which is that we are essentially spiritual beings who are having human experiences during our short, medium, or long-term stopovers in this world of names and forms. At the end, I'll pose 4 questions for our self-reflection. Okay, here's the story. A man was walking up the street when he came upon an old friend. "How are you?" the friend asked. "Perfect, thank you. I'm traveling incognito." "Oh," his friend responded, "as what are you disguised?" "I am disguised as myself," the man replied. "Don't be silly," his friend said. "That's no disguise. That's what you are." "On the contrary, my friend, it is an excellent disguise, for I see it has fooled you completely." Now, the moral of this story is akin to what Satya Sai Baba taught many times when he said that we are all triune beings and that each of us is really 3 people. The first one is the one we think we are, which is based on our perception of our bodies. We all tend to spend lots of time with our mirrors to make sure our hair, as much or as little as we have, is at the right length and in the style and order we want. Some of us add extensions, highlights, and color, and others might wear a really nice wig or hairpiece. We use creams and makeup to moisturize, maintain, and enhance the look of our skin. We check the clothes we wear to make sure they match, fit well, look good, and are not too far out of style. And yet, this is all about our outer appearance. The second person we are, and the one that others more generally consider and lean to, is based on our minds, our demeanor, our kind, respectful, and congenial nature, the way we express ourselves and interact with others, the good feelings we inspire, and most fundamentally, the range of human values that have come to characterize our personalities and our familiar go-to behaviors. The third most essential and lasting person we are is the most elusive and the one we truly and really are. And that is our soul, our spirit, our consciousness, the one who has been with us from before birth and serves as the primary motivator and instigator for what we think, say, and do throughout and across all the transformations of those first 2 persons we call our body and mind. It is the one that our inner conscience is ever calling us to identify with, the one we are always speaking with whenever we engage in our internal and incessant self-talk. Though we are ultimately one and only wear the sweater of the mind under the coat of our bodies, ruminating on these apparent distinctions, which has already led us along strange paths and into all kinds of conundrums and paradoxes throughout our lives, can prove very helpful at many levels and lead us to higher and more consistent feelings of peace and better being. I'll now end with 4 questions that I, of course, continue to ask myself. Question 1. If I am truly my soul, how can I get close and stay in touch? Question 2. If I am really my spirit, which is merely inhabiting the space that is associated with my mind-body complex that I will only carry around for a limited period of time, how can I make best use of these two vehicles of awareness to take me where I want to go, both now and when my time on planet Earth has expired? Question 3. Why do I place so much emphasis on my body? And how do I get so entangled and bothered by the memories, desires, and emotions that too often overtake and occupy my more peaceful mind? And finally, question 4. How can I learn to travel incognito through the bumps and jumps, the highs and lows of life, in order to achieve more peace and happiness in daily life and while I stick around? Well, thanks for listening. I hope you will tune in to your own higher frequencies of conscience and consciousness and receive the innate potential benefits, which are not so easy to access, yet are always awaiting our revitalized and reassuring attention within.